didn't kick in. When the nurses came in and told you couldn't talk about yourself, I'm like, no. Just go ahead and put it out there when I was wrong. Yeah, they said you had chlamydia. You know your sex didn't kick in. That's all I do is touch. Guess what? You refused. You didn't want to mess up your little tattoo. Or you didn't want to get cut, right? Don't worry. We ain't mama innocence was that day. Because you started to do that. The second canal, right? You did. You did that. So, don't do that. When I encourage you, I keep asking you, leave me alone. You want to play with my children now, right? You play with my children. Tell on my grandbaby, like... And you know, it's crazy. We would never talk about Chrisean because he's special and we really love him. But yo, you are foul.
Something emotional just shook the internet, and fans are not okay. Chrisean Rock was seen completely breaking down after Hazel-E appeared to confirm heartbreaking news about baby Junior, according to what's being said. Jay may be dealing with a serious brain-related issue, and the moment this information surfaced, everything changed. Fans immediately noticed Chrisean's energy shift. The same bold, unfiltered personality suddenly looked vulnerable, overwhelmed, and in pain. Social media exploded with reactions, some people sending love and prayers, others questioning how such private information even got out in the first place. But what really has everyone talking is the way Hazel-E delivered the message. Was it concern? Or did it cross a line? Either way, the damage was done, and now millions are watching this situation unfold in real time. This isn't just celebrity drama anymore, it's something deeper, more personal, and honestly, heartbreaking. The biggest question now is, what's really going on behind the scenes, and how will Chrisean handle all this pressure? Because one thing is clear, this story is far from over. As the situation continues to unfold, the tension surrounding Chrisean Rock and her son Junior is only getting heavier. What started as a shocking claim has now turned into a full-blown conversation across social media, with fans, bloggers, and even other celebrities weighing in on what's really happening behind the scenes. After Hazel-E made her statements, people immediately began digging deeper. Old clips resurfaced. Interviews were reanalyzed. Every small detail about JR's health, behavior, and development started being picked apart online. And while some fans say they're just concerned, others are crossing a line, turning a sensitive situation into speculation and gossip. For Chrisean, this is where things seem to be hitting the hardest. Being in the spotlight is one thing, but having your child become the center of public debate is something completely different. Sources close to the situation suggest that she's been trying to stay strong, but behind closed doors, the emotional toll is real. The pressure, the noise, the constant opinions, it all builds up. And let's be honest, this raises a serious question about boundaries. At what point does public interest become an invasion of privacy? Jay didn't ask to be in the spotlight. Yet now, his name is trending, his health is being discussed by strangers, and his future is being speculated on by millions of people who don't truly know the situation. Some fans are standing firmly behind Chrisean, calling out anyone who is spreading unverified claims or speaking on a child's health without facts. They're urging others to show compassion and respect, reminding everyone that this is a real mother dealing with a real situation, not just content for entertainment. At the same time, some feel like transparency matters. They argue that since Chrisean has shared parts of her life publicly, questions are bound to come up. But even then, many agree that there should be limits, especially when it comes to a child. Meanwhile, the spotlight on Hazel-E is getting more intense. People are debating whether she had the right to speak on something so personal. Was she trying to help? Was it a moment of concern taken the wrong way? Or was it simply something that should have never been said publicly in the first place? The internet, as always, is divided. But beyond the opinions and the debates, there's a deeper layer to this story that's starting to resonate with people. It's not just about Chrisean or Hazel-E anymore, it's about the reality of being a parent under public scrutiny. Every move is watched. Every emotion is analyzed. Every decision is judged. And in moments like this, the human side of celebrities becomes impossible to ignore. Chrisean has always been known for her raw, unfiltered personality. She doesn't hide how she feels. She doesn't pretend to be perfect. And that's exactly why this moment is hitting so differently. Seeing someone who's usually so outspoken and strong appear vulnerable has made fans stop and really think about what she might be going through, because at the end of the day, beyond the fame, beyond the headlines, she's a mother first. And if there is any truth to the concerns being raised, then this isn't just a viral moment, it's a life-changing situation. Some supporters are now calling for people to shift the conversation entirely. Instead of speculating, they're encouraging others to focus on positivity, support, and understanding. Messages of love have started flooding comment sections, with fans hoping Chrisean can feel that support during what may be one of the hardest times of her life. Others are urging her to step away from the internet completely, at least for a while, to take a break, focus on Junior, and protect her peace. Because the reality is, social media can be incredibly harsh, especially when emotions are already high. There's also growing conversation about how situations like this highlight a bigger issue in today's digital culture: the speed at which information spreads, the lack of verification, the way people react before knowing the full story, and most importantly, the way empathy often gets lost in the process. One post turns into a rumor turns into a headline, and before you know it, a deeply personal situation becomes global entertainment. And that's exactly what seems to be happening here still. Despite everything, Chrisean hasn't fully addressed all the claims in detail yet, and that silence is only adding to the mystery. Some people believe she's taking time to process everything. Others think she's choosing to keep certain things private. Either way, her next move is something a lot of people are watching closely, because whatever she says or doesn't say will likely shape how this story continues to unfold. There's also the question of trust. Moments like this can change relationships, both publicly and privately. If something was shared that wasn't meant to be public, it can create tension, distance, and even long-term fallout. And fans are already speculating about how this might impact the dynamic between Chrisean and Hazel-E moving forward. Will there be a response? A confrontation? Or will things be handled quietly behind the scenes? Right now, no one knows for sure, but what is clear is that this situation has struck a nerve. It's emotional, it's complicated, and it's far bigger than just viral drama. It's about family, privacy, responsibility, and the real-life impact of living in a world where everything can become public in seconds. As the conversation continues, one thing remains certain: people will keep watching, keep talking, and keep forming their own opinions. But hopefully, somewhere in all of that noise, there's also room for understanding. Because behind every headline, every post, and every viral moment, there are real people dealing with real emotions. And in this case, a child is at the center of it all. So now the question becomes, what happens next? Will Chrisean speak out and clear the air? Will Hazel-E respond to the backlash? Or will this situation take another unexpected turn? Whatever happens, one thing is undeniable. This story isn't just trending, it's unfolding in real time, and the world is watching. As the situation continues to evolve, the silence from Chrisean Rock is starting to speak louder than words. Fans are watching closely, analyzing every post, every story, and every small update, trying to understand how she's really feeling behind the scenes. But instead of long explanations, what they're seeing is something more powerful: emotion without words. Some believe Chrisean is choosing peace over chaos, refusing to fuel the situation any further. Others think she's simply overwhelmed, taking time to process everything before addressing it publicly. Either way, her quiet response has only intensified the curiosity surrounding the situation. Meanwhile, the pressure on Hazel-E isn't slowing down. Critics are demanding accountability, questioning why something so personal was ever brought into the spotlight. Supporters, however, argue that her intentions may have been misunderstood. But in today's social media climate, intention doesn't always matter, impact does. What's becoming clear is that this moment may define how both women move forward publicly. Trust, reputation, and even personal relationships are now being tested in real time. And while the internet continues to debate, one important truth remains at the center of it all: a child's well-being. Now, fans are left waiting. Waiting for clarity. Waiting for the truth. Waiting for the next move, because in a story filled with emotion, questions, and uncertainty, the final chapter hasn't been written yet. Now, as everything begins to settle, one thing becomes clearer than ever: this situation goes far beyond headlines and viral moments. For Chrisean Rock, this isn't about public opinion anymore. It's about protecting her child and finding strength through one of the most challenging moments of her life. The noise of the internet may continue, but real life doesn't pause. Behind the screens, real decisions are being made, real emotions are being felt, and real priorities are taking shape. And in moments like this, what truly matters starts to come into focus. As for Hazel-E, whether she chooses to respond or remain silent could shape how this chapter is remembered. Sometimes words can't undo what's already been said, but actions moving forward can still make a difference. Fans, too, are beginning to shift their energy from speculation to support. Because at the heart of it all is a child who deserves privacy, care, and protection above everything else. And maybe that's the real takeaway here. Not everything needs to be public. Not everything needs to be debated. Some things simply deserve understanding. And with that, this chapter may be closing.